Joining us on the program this week is a band out of Conway, no strangers to Backstage. Back when my man Guido was hosting, they spent some time in the studio with Guido. You're surely familiar with Way of the Headband. They have a brand new album out right now. It's called Rogue Island. It's available wherever you stream your music. On the phone, bass player Adam, guitar player Andrew, drummer Orion, guitarist Marshall, and keyboard player Rafe. It's Way of the Headband. Welcome to Backstage, guys.
Hey, thanks for having us.
So you have a brand new album out, Rogue Island. Tell us about it.
Last January at the top of the year, we recorded in Franconia at Mojo Studios with Anthony Samino. None of us knew how this year was going to turn out, so we recorded this batch of songs, all new songs, and we were really excited about it, and then the year sort of unfolded the way that it did. And they took on a whole new meaning for us. So we're really proud of this album. We actually pressed vinyl for the first time through Burlington Record Plant. So that was a really exciting process. And yeah, like you said, it's out streaming everywhere. So we just want people to check it out and let us know what you think.
More importantly, if they like the album and they want to support local music, where could somebody go to buy Way of the Headband music?
Yeah, we have our own homepage, so it's just www.wayoftheheadband.com. That's the best way to buy any merch. We have T-shirts and, like I said, limited edition vinyl. And Bandcamp does some really cool stuff, too. So if you're going digital, I'd recommend checking out our Bandcamp under Way of the Headband.
Fantastic. So I know you guys are no strangers to Backstage. I sort of inherited the show after Guido left the program, and it's great for me because I love being turned on to new music, and I just seem to gravitate towards you guys. You have a great sound. You have a fun energy. Tell me and some others who may not be familiar with you guys about the band and how you guys got together.
Oh, well, thank you very much, first of all. And, we started, about 7 years ago. It was as a trio. Orion and Andrew and we've all been friends for a long time, and they started writing songs together. And I'm a drummer originally, but I really liked what they were doing, so I asked if I could play bass and try and learn these songs with them. And that's how it started. And then we did some sort of recordings ourselves, and then a couple years ago we added our friend Marshall on guitar, and it sort of grew from there. And then for this last album, we added our other friend Rafe on keyboards and extra guitar, and he's sort of a jack of all trades, so he's doing a lot of stuff with us live. And, we call it Lava Rock. And to us, it's just sort of everything we love in musical form. So we take influence from all over the place, and we like the music to reflect that. And we like to have fun, for sure.
Orion, you're the primary graphic designer for the band. Tell us where you get your inspiration for some of these designs, and what's the mindset you're going for when you come up with these?
It's very, dreamlike, just alternate, dimensions almost. It's ideas, weird ideas, things that don't normally go together. I like to call it kind of, pop, folk, collage art.
Awesome. Who are some of your primary influences as a musician?
Oh, geez. I always liked Keith Moon. I like to feel like I have some of him in my veins, but I think I can keep a beat a little better, maybe stay in time a little better sometimes. I
know shows feel like such a distant memory at this point. Do you guys have anything coming up? And for somebody that's never seen Way of the Headband live, can you describe what the experience is like?
We don't at the moment have anything. We're trying to work out some live streams, some different ideas, maybe somewhere we do some cover songs. I say we're very high energy, a little silly. We're good at, banter on stage. You can find a lot of our stuff on YouTube, actually.
Who is the quickest wit in the band?
Oh, geez. I'm going to say Andrew is actually the quickest wit in the band, I think.
Okay, and who would Andrew say is the quickest wit in the band?
Oh, geez. Who would Andrew say? Maybe Marshall. I'm just going to throw everybody as kind of a quick wit. He gets us going sometimes.
It's great to see a band that has such a good sound and such a fun energy and not take themselves too seriously, and I think that's why a lot of people gravitate to you guys.
Hey, thanks a lot. Yeah, we try not to take ourselves too seriously also. Just, having fun, laughing at ourselves a bit.
What is your favorite track off the new album, Rogue Island?
I think Space Cakes is my favorite one.
Space Cakes is an awesome track. We're going to hear that one tonight on the show.
Hey, awesome.
Adam?
I do agree with Orion. I love Space Cakes because where I feel like in the past, Andrew would sort of come up with the riff, and Orion would come up with the lyrics. Space Cakes was the start of like a real collaborative effort where we all sort of put our 2 cents in and came out with this really sort of strange but compelling song. But for me, I think my favorite track, actually, it's called Get After It. It's a little later on the album, and it actually features Marshall on vocals. And it's just heavy in a way that we don't, I mean, I think we have some heavy tones, but we really just get to rock out on that song. So that's a personal favorite for me, for sure.
All right, you heard it here first. Adam tries to go along at first and agree, but he really disagrees and has a separate favorite song, Get After It. I think what we're going to do to celebrate the new album is we're going to keep everybody happy and play both tracks tonight. How does that sound?
That sounds good to me. It's probably going to, solve a lot of band fighting over which should be played next.
Let's keep the friction out of the band. There's enough of that going on in 2020. Let's keep things happy.
Andrew's freaking out right now, so we should probably
we'll do a double shot away of the Headband. I want to remind everybody the brand new album, Rogue Island, is out now. You're going to hear 2 tracks from it, Space Cakes. Before we hear these, tell me about the lyrics. What is Space Cakes all about?
So, Space Cakes, Andrew puts this really eloquently. So sometimes we come up with lyrics that just sort of hold the melody and hold the place. And for us, as Star Trek fans, this was about, number 1 from The Next Generation, Jonathan Frakes, Riker. It's about as if he was in space baking cakes. And so there were these really silly lyrics and this silly idea that we had. And when it came time to record, we really just doubled down on it and tried to make this really sort of spacey song about kind of a silly subject matter. That happens sometimes. And then sometimes we find meaning in stuff that sort of started off silly, but then takes on a whole new meaning for us.
Well, I once had a delicious space cake in Amsterdam, and that song made me think of that fond memory.
So maybe that song has that little nod too. So I think that's why we sort of kept the title.
Of course,
we'd all like to go to Amsterdam someday. So absolutely,
someday if they'll have us again.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to thank you for taking some time out of your weekend to join us on the show again. The album is Rogue Island. It's available everywhere you stream your music. Support local music by buying it. Head to wayoftheheadband.com. They're also on Bandcamp. Anything else you guys need to get off your chest before we go tonight?
No, we really appreciate it, Brian. Thank you very much. We love Backstage, and the Hawk Rocks, as you guys like to say.
Well, we love Way of the Headband. We're going to start with Space Cakes. It's 2 from Way of the Headband. Backstage on the Hawk.
This is not the start. This is the beginning, but this is not the start. Put that thing together, then you take it back apart. This is the beginning, but this is not the start. Lifts his leg up over when he grabs himself a seat. Lifts his leg up over when he grabs himself a seat. Using up space flour when he bakes his tasty treats. Lifts his legs up over when he grabs himself a seat.
artists with Backstage on 104.9 The Hawk.
.9 The Hawk. It's Backstage, the Hawk's local music show. Two brand new tracks from Conway's Way of the Headband. That was called Get After It. Before that, we heard the epic, soon-to-be classic Space Cakes. Both tracks can be found on their new album, Rogue Island, which is out now wherever you stream your music. I want to thank Way of the Headband for joining us on Backstage tonight. Adam on bass and vocals, Andrew on guitar and vocals, Orion on drums and vocals, Marshall on guitar and vocals, and the latest addition to the band on keyboards, guitar, and vocals, their buddy Rafe. Check out Way of the Headband. definitely check out Rogue Island. It's out now wherever you stream your music. Stick around after the break. We'll hear from Concord band The Sun Goes Nova. Backstage on the Hawk.
Every Sunday night at 8 p.m.